And still when hardpoints really comes down to that, they're just so aggressive, you know, and that really comes down to Theory and Kenny.
And from this side, I've seen this TK roster destroy on this opening hardpoint a couple of times, at getting out to 30 to 40 to 0-point advantages at times. Wonder what they're going to be capable of here. As I say that, though, Kenny's going to be the first to drop, but Kenny's grenade actually picks up two. First team in will be Team Kaliber. I'm really curious to see if they're going to be able to do. I mean, so many times I've casted this, and they've just opened up with like a 30-40-0 lead. Yeah, and that's exactly what you want. You have Kenny push up, Theory pushing up, trying to work these next spawns. He's able to get that kill, and you can already see on the minimap Red Reserve spawning out. So a perfect start for Team Kaliber as they're picking up time, getting the side of the map that they want. But Red Reserve starting to fight back, and here comes Kenny, that superstar that we were talking about. Let's see how he's able to perform, but he gets stuck by zero. Yeah, perform with a couple of nades flying in. A nice start for TK. I know they don't get the perfect beginning I was talking about, but they do flip the spawns. But Josh, though, Josh may be in a position to make a play.
He got saw. Yeah, number 4, Chino. Chino was able to catch him. And here we go, TK, they're already starting to set up. Red Reserve, they're going to try and push through this field. It's actually very tough to do so, but you're able to get a lot of nades over that building. We'll see if TK can get pushed out, but three go down for TK, and there's that spawn out. So a huge break for Red Reserve, all 4 dead for TK. Yeah, and that happens in the opening 8 seconds, really, if they're able to break through. Fantastic stuff. I know one player gets caught with an awkward reload kind of there in the front with Chino, but regardless, flawless break from Red Reserve. And they should be able to take a lead very quickly. But you know what? After that huge break for them on the second hard point, I want to hear the comms. Let's hop to an Astro listening with Red Reserve.
I'm two off streaks. Watch out, streaks, I get streaks if I get this kill. One more. Nice. I think you're on away. Oh my god. Two. One close, one's voice head.
Chino's on a 3, I think Chino's on a 3.
Yeah, he's at voice side. Pay mid and get into nade, man. It's a shit.
Kino got me. Boxes.
Square.
God, square, yeah. He's run away, he sprang away, he's on the other side of the map.
One shot, sandbag.
Chino's gonna kill you from the right.
I've left him.
Are you in P1? Bottom or top?
Yeah, bottom.
I'm in top side.
I got one.
Go. I'm behind you.
You're gonna spawn at the back, so.
There's two.
Pill.
Wait.
Chino's got 5. Chino's on a 5.
One off.
He's one off.
Where is he?
He's far right.
I'm P1.
Have he still pushed out?
No, he's went back to the sandbag.
I'm P1.
Move, Jay. No, mid weak. He's weak. Go, He's got a good truck dash. Truck dash right here. What was they cut? 2 right, Reese. Chino.
One shot, one bullet.
I don't know if I got him off streaks or not. I'm pretty sure you wouldn't have got it.
I think you did.
25 off.
Yeah,
rotate.
One all weak.
One shot.
Gonna be good.
Rotate.
I got one.
Okay, one's it's going.
Go,
It's holding
push
front.
right.
Holding front.
You need to push there.
Holding front.
I got one.
I'll help you, Joe. I'll help you. Just hold. Come play close. Here, Joe. It's naded.
I got right. Yeah, go right, go on.
I got left.
I think one's going top you. One.
Go to the right. Deep right. One shot. I got him, Joe.
Have arch.
I'm playing this corner, Josh.
Okay, I'm playing.
Watch your right. Cavalry right.
No, nice. Could be on you. I spawned a little shed. I got pinch.
Yeah, there. I'm weak. I'm putting my Got me.
Two that side. I naded it.
Mid. Sandbags. Push up there. That's him. Nice. I'm pushing on your side.
Mid with AR, I think. Yeah, mid with AR, Chino. Mid with AR, Chino.
Mid weak. That's it.
Right, suppose. Push right.
Oh, you sprinted straight away.
Two
Super bad.
Yeah, I'm going to watch you on. I got one.
Charging that.
Mic on top, Chino.
Back and forth we go. You saw a perfect hold from Red Reserve in the second hard point, but then during that listen-in, it was TK that had a really good hold at parking lot. What made it so difficult for Red Reserve to break in?
You saw sort of Chino, Kenny, and Theory. They were able to push up. They were mid-map, and you heard the guys on Red Reserve say, dude, he's pushed up all the way at tower. That was so annoying to deal with that it doesn't allow them to get nades on the hill. But 124-85 as we go into the next rotation of hills. And again, Team Kaliber are set up. Here's Kenny in that middle cube, exactly where you want to be with this submachine gun. You're able to make so many plays and dodge so many bullets, but Rated finally takes him down, but control still for Team Kaliber.
Yeah, the drop shot almost worked for the 3-piece, but he does eventually get traded out. Theory hopping in the top window, gets a nice timing there onto Joe. Helps clean up a second as well as Hill Patrol steps. And top, you can see, still going to be a fight here for Team Kaliber to try and push through. Chino might be the first one to try and do it and affect these spawns, and he did already. You see number 7 popping out. That's going to be Rated. And I actually think he got real fortunate there. Maybe he stayed alive just long enough to give them the spawn back here.
Yeah, he must have. I think just because Rated spawned out, all of TK were just sort of pushed up, but Red Reserve, they hunted him out. They got TK spawning out. If they get a full hold here, Chino does get found. That's a great job by Josh. They knew there was one player missing. You can see how far Team Kaliber is spawning out from that Winery Hill. Red Reserve also picking up that scrap time. Joe on a 4 streak, finally picking up. He was 5 and 15. So here we go. We'll see if Red Reserve can get a hold. But 2 of TK pick up kills, and 2 of Red Reserve spawn out, so they have to go fast. Now they have a 4v2 situation, but Joe and Josh holding it down strong.
They're trying. It's just Josh now, but Josh doing just enough. He might be able to survive until his teammates actually get here to help by taking back as Chino hits the wall bang. But hitting up through the mid cut is 0-0. Bangs down 2. 1 more behind him. He should finally be traded out. But Red Reserve's done a good job on this hard point, considering the fact that Chino almost made a big play early. They had some awkward spawns to deal with, and they've turned this into a good chunk of time.
Yeah, they certainly have, and they're going to get these last 25 seconds. As you can see, all of Team Kaliber starting to rotate towards that parking lot hill where they had a full hold. That's very important, though. Joe was able to get streaks. He's going to call a glide by him, and now they pick up a kill. They know Chino will spawn out, so he's going to try and pick up another one. If he gets a few kills here, again, TK will spawn out, but not very successful. I would have liked to see him wait, wait for your teammate to get that scrap time and sort of regroup with your guys so you have a 4v4. Then you use the streaks and you're able to break.
They get one of them out, but I think it was Joe on the top of the map. He was cutting right, so that deep right spawn where you might actually spawn him out wasn't open either. So they just spawned close. They're able to get right back into the hard point.
And again, look how far Theory is pushed up. He's top middle building right now, just trying to cut somebody off. But there is that second streak. We'll see if Red Reserve are going to be able to break this hill. There goes 2. Still, TK holding strong. They still have the back spawns, and Chino on the top of that grandma's house able to pick up 2. So now, though, Red Reserve are fighting in.
They're fighting in, but you still have the spawn for TK. One more player to deal with. It ends up being traded out. Actually, it's a team kill that finally kills Kenny, but the kill feed all blue. Theory now moving his way up. This is going to be a really annoying play in a moment for Zero.
Yeah, it sure is. In theory, he should just now take his time. He has about 15 seconds left on this nice hill.
Or not.
Zero finds him out. That's okay, though. Still, there's 10 seconds. They'll have time to sort of rotate over towards this stable and make a good push on that tower hill. But that's number 5. Number 5 being very sneaky. That's Joe. But he gets found out by Theory. And here we go. Team Kaliber going to start making this push.
TK trying to make the plays. Rated, though, with the FG42, shutting it down. But still, back and forth battles. Accuracy. Patrolling mid-map, but time going to Red Reserve. They're about to hit the 150 mark, 215 for TK. Accuracy, as he wins that kill, is now able to pinch with his teammates. They're pitching from stables, hitting from mid-map, and also from the back. This should be an all-out collapse right now as TK gets control.
This is what we talked about, because Theory was able to win a gunfight at stables. Accuracy wins one up top by Winery. That spawns TK out, or Red Reserve, sorry, out towards the middle of the map. But then Red Reserve, they responded with their own middle push.
Wow.
And here we go. But TK still are spawning by this stable. They're going to be able to get nades on the hill. Let's see if they can disrupt any more time. But they should start thinking about the middle hill and rotating.
And you're feeling pretty good. Joe already expended those couple of streaks. You only need 26 more points if you're Team Kaliber. 10 seconds here, so that's going to get them just under, right around 175 as we'll get back to red. TK, for the most part, controlled this first hard point.
It's crazy to me. You look at Kenny, he has 46 engagements. Above him is accuracy. Just with half of that, so accuracy just playing those spawns, even with his submachine gun, but he has so much time in the hill. 2 minutes and 30 seconds. He's just allowing his teammate to roam. But here we go. Only 18 more seconds does TK need. There are some streaks from Rated, but how much will those impact the game? They have to contest this hill as much as possible.
And you see the difference. Maybe it's from pushing out those spawns, but last night, accuracy had a similar stat line in time, but he dropped 30-plus kills. He had to deal with so much pressure in the hard point.
Yeah.
They've been pushing him out so far. He hasn't really had to deal with much, just soaking up time, low engagements, but right now, Red Reserve will be able to crack the 200 mark with a hold here. The problem's going to be they're going to have to fight through the second hard point. Can we go through the players of Red again? I think I saw one fighter pilot.
Yeah, unrated.
Okay. So you do have one streak to work with. That could be the game, and Zero's getting very, very close as well.
Yeah, so that's big 30 seconds that they picked up on that restaurant hill. So here we go. Joe's just going to wait, try to get a kill. That's a very big one, and there we go. They time it perfectly with the fighter pilot. That goes 2 dead. Now look at the TK spawns. They're spawning very far out. Here we go. This could be a perfect comeback for Red Reserve. Those streaks are so clutch. Let's go over to Zero. He's super close as well. 50 points away from streaks.
They would love for him to maybe get that time in the hard point. He might have been able to pick him up, but his teammate hops in a little bit closer to it. Rated, gunning out front. You hear him getting loud as well. Snaps back to mid, not able to pick it up, but can we find this one kill for Zero? Can he get these streaks so close?
Yeah, and again, that's where you want to be if you're Joe and Rated. You want to be pushed out, but streaks of TK's own, not sure when they earn those. They were holding on to it accuracy, but he doesn't pick up anything. A team kill does come in, and that's going to hurt Red Reserve big time. 3 down for Red Reserve, and I think that TK is going to close this game out.
And Zero doesn't get the streaks,
Oh,
I don't think. He ends up dropping. Actually, you know, he does get the first one. He was able to call it in, picks up a couple of kills, and now they got the spawns. They can't win it here, though. It's all going to be on this rotation. Josh is the first man up. He wins one inside of red.
Ooh, Chino gets lucky there. You know, if TK were pushed up, Chino could have potentially spawned out there, but here we go. You can see Rated going towards the front of that hill. Chino in theory as well. Nobody in the next hill. Actually, it is Kenny. Kenny picking up a big one-on-one, and I just don't know if Red Reserve has enough.
Can't get there in time. Can't get there in time. The 11-point victory. Another hard point. Another close hard point, which TK is able to take in the end. I didn't think we hopped off Zero. I didn't realize he got the streaks. Almost was enough to get it done, but the problem was there. You know, you're slowly bleeding out if you're red. Or if you're red. You know, you're trailing.